tell us how these victims are doing tonight.
Heidi, the good thing is that the victims are expected to survive. So this is what we've learned from the NYPD. An 11-year-old girl called 911 saying that she and her siblings had been stabbed by her uncle. This little girl did not know the address here, but authorities, with the help of technology, were able to track down this location. Then an 11-year-old boy who managed to run out of this house alerted a neighbor. It is not clear, it is not confirmed if the attacker lives here. A tranquil Sunday morning in this Bensonhurst, Brooklyn neighborhood disrupted by a senseless act of violence by a man inside of this home that sent members of his own family to the hospital. The victims, all females of ages 16, 13, 11, and 8.
It's devastating. It's devastating. I feel like crying because the little kids got hurt.
All had serious slash and stab wounds.
According to authorities, NYPD officers arrived to 1671 84th Street within minutes of getting a 911 call at 10:15. They were led into the first floor vestibule by an uninjured child.
At that point, they heard screams coming from behind the door to their left and immediately began forcing their way into the apartment.
Once they entered,
they encountered a man standing near the entrance holding a large meat cleaver covered in blood, and they could see blood on the floor and the walls of the home.
NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch said that the officers ordered the men to drop the weapon several times, but he refused to and advanced towards them. Two officers discharged their weapons and fired at him 7 times. He was taken to Maimonides Hospital in critical condition.
He was like laying on the stretcher handcuffed. Like his eyes was rolled back, like no movement.
The attacker has been identified as 49-year-old Lu Chen. Officials did confirm that there is no history of domestic violence at this location. However,
according to family members, though, Chen does have a history of mental illness.
People do not think that mental health crisis or crime is part of this community's life. Nobody's safe.
A second bloody knife was found by NYPD officers in a separate room.
Unbelievable. It's just sad. It's heartbreaking.
And even though this family has been devastated and this community is in disbelief, fortunately, none of the victims' lives were lost.
Their fast, decisive action, pinpointing the location and taking down the door, absolutely saved the lives of these young girls.
And the NYPD describing this little girl who called 911 as heroic. Now, NYPD Commissioner Tisch saying that body cams of the officers captured this incident, including when they opened fire at the attacker. What was the motive behind this man attacking these 4 females? Well, that is part of the investigation, which remains ongoing. I'm Eliezer Marte. Heidi, back to you.
Awful story. Eliezer, thank you.